Okay, so I'm going to get started. I know that we're going to have a few people probably popping on in a few minutes, or you're listening to this as a recording. So thank you for listening, and I just wanted to do a few updates. We are in September, and the challenge packs of the month are the PIO challenge pack, which was 140, and then you also have the 3-day refresh challenge pack that is 140, and there's also the PIO Kickstart challenge pack. So that's what's on promotion. And the PIO Kickstart challenge pack includes the 3-day refresh and PIO in it together. And I don't have the price on the top of my head, so you'll want to check in your online office for that. Tomorrow we have a sneak peek into coaching opening. Well, it will open tonight, but it will officially start tomorrow. So if you have any coaches or prospects or friends that are interested in coaching, this is a great opportunity just to get a little bit of a better idea as to what we actually do as coaches. It's super low key, it's a lot of fun, and we just kind of share a little bit each day. So that's 3 days, and then there'll be a bonus day on the 4th day, which will cover how we actually earn money. And then the new coach challenge group is going to start on September 21st, and that is the prep week starting date. And then the full challenge will actually officially begin on September 28th. So please, start inviting to that. New coaches will be giving posting priority, but if you're not a new coach and you're looking for someone to team up with, put your name down, as I'll be doing a challenge group as well, and we can easily split up into a few different challenge groups. But new coaches will be having posting priority in that challenge group, but we'll be giving you everything you need to do the group. So it will be a lot of fun. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Okay, so today's topic is 10 tips to boost your coaching business. And there's a lot of great information in here, and hopefully we plan to, in the next few weeks, covering these topics a little bit more in depth. But I wanted to give you a little bit of a insight into what the main key things are. So, number 1, start your morning right. This is something, for me, I normally used to just pick up my phone and look at it immediately. I think we're in the technology age, and our alarm clocks are on our phone, and we pick up our phone and look at it, go through our mail, go through Facebook, and I want you to think differently when you wake up every morning. This has really helped me. In order to take care of your business, you really have to take care of yourself first. You really can't help anyone unless you're taken care of. So I would encourage you to take 5 minutes, turn your alarm off, step away from your phone, put it down. Don't check Facebook. Don't check your email. Forget about it right now. This is how you are going to start your day off. And our team is Team Eat, Sweat, Pray. So I'm just gonna, I used to not be bold enough to say this. I'd worry about what other people think, but give it to God. I firmly believe, say a prayer, 1-minute prayer, give it to God, give him your day, ask him to make sure that your mindset is right, that you're focused on helping other people, and that you are really doing the right thing each day, and that he's guiding you. I will tell you, just that one thing will make an amazing difference. It has in my life. So I really recommend doing that. Focus on 3 things that you're grateful for. Say that in your prayer, or look into your mirror and you'll say, you are amazing. You're going to do amazing things today. You got to, it sounds kind of cheesy, but you got to look at yourself and believe that you are going to do amazing things. So start the day off knowing that it's going to be an amazing day. When you get out of bed and you check your mail, and if you have a full-time job and you see something from your boss that might make your day bad right from the beginning, then definitely don't check your mail. So start your day right. Take 5 minutes. Okay, number 2 is to create an empowering routine. Just like when you're doing a challenge group, you're starting something new, you have to make some changes. You have to start eating healthy. You have to meal plan. You have to do all of those things. Schedule your workout. It's the same thing with coaching. You need to create a routine that's empowering, that's motivating to you. So here's a few tips. So for your daily routines, actually schedule your power hour. Actually schedule it. Don't say, I'm just going to do it when I get home from work. Schedule an hour before you make dinner, or maybe you have a half-hour lunch break and you're going to use that time. Really find a part of your daily routine that you can fit it in and actually schedule it. Schedule your workout and professional development. So you guys, this is the 3 vital behaviors. Invite, invite, invite. Be a product of the product, and personal development. Those are the 3 key things. Daily routines. Now, these are just some of those, but these are the things that I think are the most important. I had a full-time job. I still am doing my full-time job, but I'm going to be leaving that in about a month, and I understand what it's like to be busy. So these are the things that I think personally have helped me the most, that I stay on track with. And there's more to do, but this is what I recommend. Start 3 new conversations each day. So you gotta start building your network of people. You have to actually care. So when you're starting those conversations, you're not starting them asking to sell something. You're starting them because you actually care. You want to know what's going on in their life. Did they just take a trip? Just start 3 new conversations a day. Return your messages. If you have a Facebook like page, you will see now that they have a, if it does on all, I'm not sure, that you have a little message that tells you how long it's taking you to get back to your messages. That's awesome, because I want to get back to them right away. So return all of your messages from the previous day. Interact or social media posts 3 times per day. Yeah, there's definitely some days where I'll get 2 or maybe a 1, but I am consistent in averaging at least 3 times per day. If you leave a day off, or if you leave 2 days and you're not posting, you'll be surprised how your affinity will drop. So when you're starting to build, you just really have to be consistent in your social media posting, because you don't want all of your work to just drop off in the timeline newsfeed because you didn't post for a few days. And that also shows consistency to the people that are following you. People are wondering, what is she doing? What is he doing? Why? This is probably going to be done. Everybody starts a fitness program and quits it. You got to prove that you are going to show up every day, and people will reach out to you and say, oh my goodness, like every day I look forward to your posts. Like it keeps me motivated. So don't let those people down. Interact with your challenge groups. This is so important. You have got to show up in your challenge groups, because this is this is our business, is the challenge groups. You have to lead in those. You have to be a challenger in those. Post, reply to comments, answer questions, encourage people. Power of threes. Now, you should have learned about the power of threes. If you haven't, go to YouTube, Google power of threes, Annie Reed, and definitely go into the Dropbox and print off that sheet. It's a great baseline. It doesn't mean that you have to be perfect and fill every little piece in, but at least you're staying on track and you know that you can see where you need to improve. So do that power of threes, print it off. Even if you don't get it all filled in, don't see that as failure. See that as opportunities and where you can grow. And then never miss the team calls, even if it's a recording or the national wake-up call. These are so important so you know what's actually going on and what is going to, help you move forward. And there's so many new things that happen, so make sure to show up for those. Monthly routines. So these are things that you want to keep in mind every month. You want to hit Success Club. You want to, if you're wanting to really move forward, you want to focus on adding 2 or more new coaches to your team. When you're first starting out, that's probably going to be discount coaches, and those are awesome to add. They're important for your business, and it's a win-win for both of you. I always lead with saying, I hate seeing people pay more than I do, and I do because I signed up for the discount. So make sure that you are focusing on adding coaches to your team too, not just selling challenge packs all the time, but that you're adding coaches to your team. And that can be from previous challengers. Host a free group. This is really important because people don't really know what you're doing. This can kind of give them a taste. It's also great just to kind of see who's going to drop off. If people drop off in your free group, then they're probably not committed, and a full challenge group isn't right for them at this time. And you wouldn't want them to invest in something and then fail. So it's also great for that reason. Host a Coach Basics or Sneak Peek. Our team does that. So you just need to become a part of it. And then as you grow your team, those are things that you're going to want to add in as well and create your own. But these are available for everyone on our team to do. We have them. You just need to reach out, look at the calendar on our team page. Help your coaches hit Success Club. So monthly routines, if you see that you have coaches that have Success Club points, reach out to them, help them to hit Success Club. Because sometimes, especially when you're first starting, it's a little bit daunting. But, you got to motivate and you got to encourage and give suggestions on ways to hit Success Club. And then follow up with your past challengers. This is so important. Usually, it's easy to forget, especially as it grows. But you want to make sure that you are not just forgetting about people. Even if they decide that they're not going to continue, check in, see how they're doing. They want to learn from you, and it's important to keep those relationships going because most likely they're going to want to continue. And unless it wasn't right for them, but when there's a better time and they want to keep going, that will open the door for them to reach back out to you. So break patterns to get a routine down. So negativity, or time stealers. I'm have a loss for what that's called, but anyways, the things that suck the time out of you, you got to get out of those. So how are you going to prioritize this? Are there things you gotta drop? Watching TV or maybe you need to hire a babysitter or someone to clean. You gotta prioritize this. If you put time in, what is it that Chalene Johnson says? Is it cheap money? Oh, I can't remember. But it's true. Like if you don't want to invest, it's harder to get back out of it. Just like any business, you have to invest a little bit, and you're going to make that money back. So use your the commissions that you get right away to build something, because you don't want, as far as time, to not have that because of Beachbody. You want to be able to really be able to prioritize your life. To lead others, you must lead yourself. So you've got to make time for yourself to rejuvenate, to restore yourself. You have to really focus on you first. And then your team is going to follow you. So give them someone worth following. Show up. If there's a team call and nobody's on it, record it so people can, which is probably happening right now, but record it because people want the information and it may just not be the right time for them. You got to show up. You have to make them want to be on your team, and then set yourself up for success, not failure. It's all in your mindset. So something that's really been on my heart lately is don't block God's blessings. So get rid of the negativity. If you think you're never going to be like some of the top coaches, or I'm never going to be successful because I don't have enough time, or because I don't have enough contacts, that's not true. Anybody can be an amazing coach. And what's awesome is that this is an online business. So instead, replace your negative thoughts with empowering thoughts. And that's what's awesome about being a coach, is that you're also improving yourself. So, think I am one amazing woman and I have everything I need to change people's lives right now. I may not know everything about Beachbody or how to do PiYo. I may not be a fitness expert, but I can still change lives now. There's nothing that's holding you back. It's only yourself. You are the only person holding yourself back. And then I have so much to offer this world by being my best self. So it sounds cheesy, but you gotta get rid of the negativity. So 3, and I'm probably gonna have to move quick. Set specific goals and be loud. So goals. We all have different goals for being a coach, but that doesn't mean that you don't need to share them. Some may just be to get in shape and to stay accountable. Some may have big goals. Some may want to leave their full-time job. Some may want to earn a 6-figure income. But no matter what those goals are, you got to set monthly goals, small goals, and you got to share those. So sometimes we tend to share those goals with our family or our really close friends. I'm going to encourage you not to. Well, you can still share them, but share them with somebody that's going to actually hold you accountable, that you may be kind of embarrassed if you don't follow through. So be loud, be confident, and be courageous. Share it on our team page. Share it with your Facebook page. Share it. Don't just share it with people that if you end up not getting there, they're not going to worry. It's not a big deal. You got to be confident, courageous, and share those with people that are going to hold you accountable. If you don't set a goal, you have nothing to work towards. So true. It speaks for itself. It's okay to take baby steps. That's how I started. That's how most coaches started. Focus on those 3 vital behaviors when you first get going. Inviting, being a product of the product, and personal development. So minimum, set yourself up for success with Success Club 5. That's a goal that anyone can reach. That's helping 3 people a month. 3 people. Success Club 10, if you're wanting to work towards a 6-figure income, bump it up to Success Club 10. That's helping 5 people. 5 people. We all know 5 people. And then adding 1 to 2 new coaches each month. Now, as you that are earning or working towards hitting Success Club. So when you're first starting, that may not be the case. It might be discount coaches. But as you grow, you're really going to want to focus on adding coaches that are invested and want to hit Success Club. But you have to help them to hit Success Club. So you can't, this is a team effort. And then emerald your way to success. So I think that there's a lot of misconceptions that it should take in 1 month or 2 months. That's a good time to hit Emerald. You can determine to hit Emerald in 1 day. I signed up a friend who had a military discount, who's still coaching today. And then I signed my spouse up. So Brendan, I signed him up right away and went Emerald. I didn't do it in 1 day because I waited until I had one other person to sign up. But it's crazy. Maybe it's your mom or your dad, if you don't have a spouse. And in the Coach Basics training, you probably learned why it's important to sign up your spouse if you are wanting to really move forward with your business. You really determine that. So if it's 3 years, if it's 1 year, or 3 months or 1 year, that's fine too. But you really can do anything you put your mind to. And then duplicate with your team. So remember when you started and it was kind of scary and you didn't really know what to do or how to do it or what leg to put them on. You got to show your team how to do it. You got to share, you got to encourage, and you've got to motivate and duplicate these goals and these pieces with your team. So steps 4, use social media like crazy. Social media takes time, but it's worth it. So it's your business. You've got to be proactive about learning about it. It's constantly changing. So be sure that you're, checking in and seeing what's new and what's updated. This is your hub, so you should know what's going on with it. Update your cover photo. Have it be pictures of you. Describe who you are. Maybe share when your next challenge group is coming up. That cover photo is like your business front store. It's the window. It's when people walk by, they're saying, oh, I think I want to be a part of that, or I want that shirt. That's your front store. Update your job description so that it links to your Facebook page. On your profile page, you'll update your job description so it links to your Facebook page. And please, I was just listening to something from Chalene Johnson. Don't say, I'm a Beachbody coach. Remove Beachbody coach. It just screams sales. And you are a Beachbody coach, but that doesn't define you. You have so much to offer, not a company name. It should be you. So don't take that Beachbody off because it screams sales. No Beachbody photos ever. Don't ever use like a stock photo that Beachbody creates. That screams sales, and you're not in sales. You're in serving. Post 3 times a day. It should be valuable content. Things that people want to learn about, want to share, things that motivate. Take selfies. You have got to have pictures of yourself in there. Quotes and things like that are great, but make sure that your face is on there. It kind of seems scary right away, but it's so important. And you're going to be much more likely to get interaction on your page when you have photos of yourself. And people are following your page for you. So you can definitely take some selfies. And add 3 new contacts a day. Once you get into it, I highly recommend Facebook advertisements, boosts, page ads. You want to create event pages, but don't spam people. I've seen a lot of other companies where they invite all of their friends to something. That's spam. Don't do that. Invite people that you have been connecting with. Send them a personal message. So try to keep it under 20 to 10. If we're having a team thing, try to do 10, but you want to make sure that they're people that are invested. This isn't social, but you want to start building an email list, and we'll talk more about that, and I'll share some things on our page because that's going to be your way to contact people in case social media ever goes down. You want email addresses. Number 5, create simple systems. Don't reinvent the wheel. So use our Dropbox folder. We've got a lot of scripts in there and make it your own. So read through those scripts. I have a few more that I need to add in there that have been really working for me. Save your scripts in there. Share. really hard to rewrite the same conversation a lot. So when you're sharing what a challenge group is, copy that, save it into Evernote, which is amazing for on your phone. And then all you have to do is copy and paste it. You may want to update it a little bit so it's unique to that person, but it saves a lot of time. And I know that Sindel is going to be talking more about systems and scripts in October, so keep your eyes peeled for that. But save your conversations that are working and use those for other conversations. And new coach onboarding, there's a system for that in the Dropbox. Read through that. There's a welcome letter. There's a getting started right call information sheet. Use those systems. Number 6 is tracking is your new BFF. Learn from me that if you don't have a tracking system in place, you're going to get really confused. Use the power of 3s. You don't want people to be let down because you forgot about them. They wanted you to get back in touch with them, but you forgot. So that is the worst thing that can happen. You want to get a calendar. Maybe it's in your phone. You could get a passion planner. There's a system called Streak on Google. I recommend going on YouTube and looking at that. That's kind of what I've been using lately. Schedule follow-up reminders. So when someone wants to join another challenge group in the future, or it's just not a good time, maybe after the holiday season, you want to put those in your calendar so you don't forget. Put birthdays in there. Send a special message on birthdays and big life events. How did that race go they've been training for? Coaches, prospects, and challengers. Sorry, I have a typo there. You really want to be sure that you don't let down your coaches, your prospects, or your challengers. All 3 of those are key areas. So track all of those. You want to know what your coaches' goals are. You want to know when their goal dates are. You want to support them, and same with prospects and challengers. Always finish a not now conversation with, can I check back in after your race or after the holidays? And then when you do that, follow through. So never leave a no conversation when they're like, I'm just not interested. Ask if you can check back in when you have another challenge group coming up or another free challenge group coming up, but then make sure you follow through. Number 7 is to add more value than anyone else. You are your brand, so this is key. So for challengers, the best coaches are always challengers. Show up in your Facebook pages, share your selfies, show up and reach out personally during a challenge group. Send a private message to them every week to make sure that things are going well. Are they liking Shakeology? Participate in the group. And then you're going to want to give them the best experience possible. Like I said before, this is the key to what we do. So make sure that you're giving that best experience possible to them. They've invested in you, not just a product. They've invested in you. So it's your business. Don't you really want to give them an awesome experience that they want to come back or they want to join you on your team? And then the great book to read for this is The Go-Giver. It's an amazing book. Coaches and team. So you want to add more value to your coaches and your team than anybody else. Give them a welcome email. Schedule a Zoom call. Show them that you actually care. So when you have a new coach joining your team, it's important that they feel like they're being helped through this process. Welcome them with a photo to the team page. Give them recognition, and then share. So don't not share something. There really are no secrets, especially on this team and any other team that we are a part of. People share like crazy. So share your conversations that you're having with challengers that have been successful. Now, recognition. You may want to ask what their love language is because you want to give them recognition. This is key. Doesn't it feel good when somebody mentions you on a call or posts about something awesome you did or created? I like to give gifts when someone on my team, a personally sponsored coach, advances in rank. So an emerald gift, a diamond gift, and any time gift. So when they're doing something awesome, you really have to recognize your team because it feels good. Most people don't do this in their normal workplace environment. So make people feel good, because it feels good when you get to make other people feel good. And then lead. If you really want to grow your business, you need to lead. Make them proud to be on your team. You want people to want to be on your team, and you are a reflection of that. So make sure that you are leading. Number 8, retention, retention, retention. So show some love and remember that these are people's lives. So when I say retention, it's not about sales. These are people's lives. You want to be invested in them. So your current challengers, check in them regularly, weekly or bi-weekly at a minimum. How are you doing? Are you noticing a change? You may want to ask them if everything's okay if you haven't seen them in the group. They obviously had some goals or needed help if they invested in a challenge pack and wanted to become a part of the group. So give them the love that they deserve, the encouragement that they deserve when they're challengers. Discount coaches. So don't have somebody just sign up for the discount and then forget about them. I think this happens a lot, but it shouldn't. Remember that these people are still on their fitness journey, and they still deserve you as their coach. So don't just sign someone up for the discount on Shakeology and then forget about them. What I've done personally, it's something new, but I've set up a Facebook group for all of my discount coaches and then my home direct Shakeology customers, and I invite them to challenges. I let them know about things that I don't share with everybody else, as far as like something free that I saw on Amazon that they may like, or an awesome deal that's not Beachbody related. I'm not trying to sell to them. I just want to provide value in their life. And then I check in at least monthly with personal messages to my discount coaches. And if they go inactive, I don't just let them go inactive. I actually reach out. So check in. There may be something going on in their lives that they just need someone to talk to. Actually, make sure that you're investing in them and you are sharing in all of the pieces, and you're actually caring. I guess that's the main thing. Make sure that you actually show that you care, especially when someone goes inactive, because something could be wrong. And then active coaches, I mean, you gotta give them lots of love. You gotta know their why and support their why, no matter what it is. And add more value than anyone else. Again, as I mentioned before, you want them to want to be on your team. And it's so much more fun when you're doing this with other people. And allocate your time wisely. So you've got to invest more time in coaches that are wanting to run with you. If you're running, you want to invest in coaches and your time with coaches that are wanting to run with you. Because otherwise, you'll be going crazy. If you don't have time to do personal calls with all of your coaches, set up a group call with all the coaches that are really wanting to move forward and have set goals. So you can do team calls as well. 9, work smarter, not harder. I like this one. Sometimes it's really easy to get your power hour off track. And then you're like, what in the world did I do? And this is so important. So when you're doing your power hour, make it count. Get off the news feed. Don't look at the Facebook news feed unless you're trying to find 3 people to connect with. Turn off the TV. Don't multitask. Create a workspace where this is your space that you're actually working at, because you've got to get in that zone and have no distractions. So you may need to say, this is my quiet time, or talk with your spouse and ask that, this is important to you. Can you just give me this hour to focus on this? Listen to the professional development when you're on the road, or you're working out, or you're in the shower. That's a great piece to multitask with, unless you're wanting to take notes, because sometimes that's hard. Make a list and take all of your social media photos in bulk for the week. I do this a lot. So change your tops, put your hair up, change your background. Take 30 minutes to do a bunch of photos for a week or 2 weeks, and you're going to save so much time. But I recommend making a list beforehand of what you want. So maybe when you're waiting for a train or you are waiting for your kids, jot down a list. Or when you're feeling inspired, make a list. Because sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, I have this really great idea, and then I forget. So write those down. Keep a little area on your phone, and then you can take all those photos at once, and it saves you a lot of time during the week. Learning can be addicting. It's very addicting. So implement one new thing a week, a day, a month. Day, week, month. You really don't want to learn a ton and then feel overwhelmed. So pick something to implement and set a goal for it. Don't just keep learning. Get rid of the time suckers like TV, online shopping. You guys, it is key. If you really want this to be a business, you will do, there's a quote, you'll do the things that other people won't do so that you can have the life that other people will never have in the future. So get rid of those time suckers. It's not forever. Manage your time and prioritize wisely. Delegate or get an assistant. If you can, get someone to clean your house. Use that time that you're spending 3 hours to clean your house every Saturday morning on your business. Or get an assistant to create photos for you. And then 10, let's get real. Check yourself. So be sure, I want to encourage you once a week to skim this list. So I hope you took notes and determine what you need to improve on and what you're excelling at. You've got to be proactive. This is your business. So you're going to determine how successful you are. Everyone can be successful. It doesn't matter how many people you know, if you've done marketing or sales in the past, because this isn't sales. You want to focus on serving. So as the bottom says, are you serving or selling? And anyone can do this business. It's easy to do, but it's also very easy not to do. So it's really easy to not have a routine. And it will just take longer. Or you'll get discouraged and you'll wonder why no one's joining. But if you put in the time and you connect and you have a heart for people and serving others, you are going to be surprised at how successful you're going to be. So that is everything. Oh, my dear Christy. I'm going to just thanks everyone for listening. If you have questions, please reach out to me. My email address is kate.e.noble@gmail.com. But I'm just glad that you were able to listen. Hope you guys have a great day.